All new at 6, Southwest Florida's largest city getting a big write-up in one of the country's most read political websites. The Politico.com article describes Cape Coral as fast-growing but careening toward ecological disaster after years of draining wetlands and spotty planning. Referring to the shady land deals that created the city way back in the past, the article says the Cape was, quote, built on lies. 4 in your corner, Sam Sosa, going right to city leaders to ask what's true and what's not when it comes to the Cape's future. Sam?
Well, the article is suggesting Cape Coral is one big storm away from being flooded out. So when I went to City Hall to ask leaders what they have to say to you if you're living in the third fastest growing city in America.
The headline, the boom town that shouldn't exist. The Politico article says, quote, it was built on total lies. One big storm could wipe it off the map. Oh, and it's also the fastest growing city in the United States. It raises questions about how flood prone the city is despite creating an extensive system of canals. The article calls them ditches and says, quote, those ditches were an ecological disaster. Cape Councilman Richard Leone gave me his take on the article by phone.
It really doesn't highlight all the great stuff that the city has.
The article says, quote, Cape Coral was a planning disaster too, without water or sewer pipes, shops or offices, or almost anything but pre-platted residential lots. So I checked with city planners who showed me how things look today.
People live up here that have to drive all the way down to Publix here to go shopping.
Although they've come a long way, Dana Burnett, Cape Coral's economic development manager, tells me Monday, Cape's council will review a plan for more growth.
It doesn't drill down into real specifics, but it's a framework saying we want to bring in new businesses, we want to help existing businesses grow, we want to support entrepreneurship, we want to make sure that we support workforce development so people get the skills to get higher paying jobs.
The author of the article visited Cape Coral as part of the story and writes extensively about the beauty that attracts so many visitors and people and residents every year. He says despite the Cape being vulnerable to flooding, drought, and some poor planning, he fully expects more people than ever will continue to find their way into the city. Live in the studio, Sam Sosa, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right, thank you, Sam. The lengthy saga